Welcome to another episode of Oakley Reviews. Today we're going to do the Square Wire 2.0 Spring Hinge with High Blue.
This is the O Review podcast. O Review.
So from now on, I'd like to start with an introduction to the glasses before I go into the opening animation, just to kind of give you an idea of what this is, or basically what's going to be in the review. So I've chosen to do the Square Wire 2.0 because that is next in the lineup. I ended up doing the Time Bomb last week just to get that out of the way because that actually came a little bit earlier, and I forgot. I realized later that I wanted to actually do everything, not just glasses. So I did that, and I also did the High Blue Wisdom before that, so I figured, it's kind of similar, has the same lenses and all that. What really got me into the High Blue lens, and it's now called the High Yellow lens, but I'll call it High Blue, is when I was in Hawaii, it was at a store called Pipe Dreams, which was actually better than the O store that was on the island down the street. They carried a lot of Oakley stuff, great staff, and, was able to actually talk with the store owners and really kind of chat Oakley. I happened to look over into the display cabinet, and there was a pair of fours that had a very odd lens, at least something I hadn't seen before, because usually everything's either brown or gray, or it just has a solid color mirror. I saw a pair of yellow lenses, but the reflection actually had a blue tint to it, so I was kind of wondering what that was. So I asked him what it was, and he told me it was the High Blue lens. I tried it on. It made everything look bright. I thought it was a really cool lens. But I never ended up really getting anything with that aside from the Wisdom. This, I believe, is one of the first pairs I bought after the O Review started, so it was Oakley Review back then. And I just thought it was really cool. I mean, my other options were to get the 4, but I didn't really like the 4 at the time. And I thought the wires looked really nice. I like the dark frame with the contrast because I like really bright colors with neutral frames, especially darker ones, because I think the color combination works a lot better that way. So again, the yellow lens, or the yellow base, is going to make everything really bright. It's very good for nighttime driving. These especially, since they're so light, I'm obviously not going to wear a Wisdom on while I'm driving the car. The 4s I find are a bit bulky too, but the wires, they are very nice. This is the Spring Hinge model. So the Square Wire came in 2 different variants. It came with just the regular Swing Hinge and then the Spring Hinge. This is the 2.0. The original Square Wire had hammer stems, so it was slightly different, and that was back in the 90s. Just the indented icon here, which was across the board on most of the wires for the time. And, just the regular ear socks and then the nose pads with the hook design. Right in the front here is Oakley in the stretch icon, or the stretch logo. And, that's pretty much it. So I'll just kind of give them a quick look on. Probably not going to have a whole lot to talk about these, since I talked about a lot of the High Blue lens last time with the Wisdom, and pretty much the T-Wire is the exact same model, just in the Swing Hinge, not the Spring Hinge, and in titanium. You can definitely feel the weight difference. Even though this is a thin frame, the titanium version of this is a lot lighter, so you can definitely feel the difference between the two. It's not too much, but if you feel them side by side, you can tell the difference. So, that's really pretty much it for this. I just kind of wanted to go over that quickly, show it off. Hopefully we have some more interesting ones coming up, but obviously with all the glasses I have, I'm going to end up having a few frames that are very similar to the ones before, or I just don't have a whole lot to say about them. This is just kind of another pair. I did wear this for a lot, so the lenses, I probably need to clean them up a bit. Way back when I first started, I kind of made a pact that I'd wear every pair I owned to sort of justify it. As I started collecting more pairs that were a little harder to get, a little harder to re-get if anything happened to it, they ended up becoming shelf pairs or collector's pairs. This kind of got relegated back to the collector's pairs. Someone offered me $300 for this one time, and I thought they were kind of crazy. That price made me keep it. But then on eBay, I found one for $70 the next week, and I was like, I could have sold it, got the new one, but you can't really live in regret like that, so whatever. So that's pretty much it. One thing I wanted to do was just give a couple shout-outs to people that had given shout-outs to me early on, but I ended up kind of going in a stream of conscious through all these, and I usually forget that. So the first one is Oakley Fan 1090. He gave me a shout-out way back when, which is really cool. And then another person I've been in contact with was Oakley 12 1995. So if you can give their channels a look, I'll put some links down below, and you should be able to check those out. So as always, hope you enjoy this, and take care. Thanks.